Good afternoon, ladies and gents. This is International Master Benny Chang, and I'm going to be doing a family game today. What the heck? Oh, I'm just watching some game here. Oh, cool, I'm playing my friend Michael Weston. Yeah, so he's a big fan of bird noise, so I met him in the first place. And it looks like we're just going to play a very normal position here. He plays b5, which is okay, okay. Alright, a4. That's basically what I do against um, b5, because I haven't played d4 yet, so this is kind of like a useless move, I would say, for the most part. And now I can just play c4. I believe I can play c4 here. It's not completely sure. Like, I can play d3 first, but I think I'm just gonna risk it and go c4 here and see what happens. Because if he takes c4, I think he can go knight e5. Yeah, so he just takes it this way, and he just takes it back this way. I think my position is just pretty good now. Yeah, b5 is too early. He can't really play b5 in that position. Because I haven't played d4 yet, so there's no reason why he can play a move like that himself. Now I just play c4, and my position is it's pretty strong, I would say, for the most part. I can try out the bishops, I think. I can also just keep it there. I think I'll just keep it there. There's no real reason for me to trade this off. And I can probably just play like this move. And then just just see what happens here, because bishop f4, queen c2. I can also play d4 and queen c2, but I kind of want to defend this pawn this way, because sometimes you'll play bishop a6, and it's kind of annoying. But the way this is going to happen now is that I'm going to play knight e5, and it looks to me that he's going to, wait, oh, interesting, I didn't really expect this to happen here. I didn't think he could play this move, but it looks like he can, and I'm probably just going to have to go here and just take on d5 eventually, on knight b5, possibly. So what he did here is that, this is kind of actually different now, because he basically allowed me to, okay, so basically in this position, this is pretty interesting because I have a few really interesting possibilities here. Like, I believe this is a really interesting possibility because most of the time when this happens, I'm able to do like this type of combo, and because of this file that the diagonal is being open, there's a lot of tactics here that could happen that might not usually happen, and I think this is one of those cases where I can just take on c6 and go take it on d5. It's not really often the same because most of the time you're just going to let black take it back, but because my pawn's on d3 also, my pawn on d4 is not weak in a lot of cases, and it doesn't really allow him to do some of the moves that he would like to play, like bishop f6 for instance, and just take on d4. It's on some lines, of course, but here it shouldn't be possible to do that. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I don't think it's possible to do that, and I also have some other tactics. For example, knight c7 could also be very strong, basically just winning the exchange. Well, force play bishop b7 in any case. But playing this move is basically saying that he's going to allow me to take the exchange, because I can take this guy take back with knight. But I can also play a5 in that case. Maybe play the d5 afterwards. So it's interesting because he has a few options here, and now he's giving me an option basically. He's basically asking me what do I want to do with this, and there's a few things I want to try with this. So one thing I can do is bishop c7, force him to take with queen back. If he doesn't do that, he just loses basically. So I'm trying to think if there's any other possibilities I can play here. He'll play knight takes, he goes queen takes here, go queen like maybe c2, or like queen c1 maybe, and then knight goes somewhere, or bishop goes like d7 and rook b1. It doesn't look completely like I have something there. I think I'm gonna go bishop c7 because it's I think it's okay. I don't think it's a fantastic move here, but I think it's okay because I'm forced to take with the queen onto d5, otherwise he loses like more stuff here. But I don't really see a clear way to punish him for this move, to punish him for knight b6. I'm not too sure. Like I want to go e7, but I don't really want to win the exchange like that, because I think I can get way more than exchange. And I mean, getting the queen is okay in these kind of positions because my position is very solid. I don't have any weaknesses, and he has like lots of. I guess he has lots of weaknesses here. But his pieces are very active, so it's kind of like double-edged. I get the two pawns and the queen for 3 pieces, because I'm assuming he's going to take a queen takes d5, bishop takes d5, knight takes d5, blah blah, that kind of thing. So that's that's what I'm expecting. If he does anything else, I think he's lost. So I'm sure he's just calculating like basically the line at this point, because there's really nothing else he can do at this point. He can try knight takes d5, I think, and take on d8, but oops, keep pressing. Okay, what the heck? Okay, yeah. So that was weird. Yeah, so yeah, this is the other line I was looking at. He could have done, but I think it's much better to keep like I think keeping this bishop for me is much better than keeping that guy for him, and I think it's gonna be easier for me to play as well, because I don't really have to do as much here. Like for instance, in this kind of position here, e4 is a pretty decent move to play, because even though it looks like, you know, this guy's gonna be weak, I don't think he can actually stop me from playing d4. If that's the case, then he's kind of in a lot of trouble here. If he can't stop me from playing d4. So yeah, just d4 here, and if I play d5, then I have a gigantic center, and he's gonna have to sack a piece for it eventually. Maybe not now, but he's gonna do it eventually, and he'll just be down like a whole piece. This is an interesting move, and I think that this is one of those cases where I'm just gonna sack it, because if I play rook e1, he has knight d3, I'm pretty much gonna sack it anyway. But if I play d5 right away, then I'm like, okay, just take it. Doesn't really matter, because these pawns are very strong, and essentially I just want to be able to kind of like, I want to play. I even want to take this guy this way. I think queen takes is okay too, but I think taking this guy is fine as well. He can take this guy, yeah. So basically what I want to do here is that I don't really want to give him any back ring threats. If I do queen takes, he goes rook c8, you know, take, whatever. It's not really that great, because he has some back ring stuff, which he might not, he shouldn't have anyway. But this way, it's kind of like difficult for him to get that. And at this point, I believe the game is very, very difficult for him to play at this point. Like, he's basically waiting for me to make a mistake. If I don't make a mistake, I should be okay. And I think I just play f4 here. I don't see why not. I'm just waiting for him to play rook c8 or something. He can double up if he wants, but I'm never going to push e5 unless like he gives me an opportunity to do so. So it's pretty tough. I think I'm going to play bishop f3, even go g4, g5, and I mean, he can play g6, which is one of the biggest problems here. He can play g6 and just think out his bishop, even. So it's tough. Material count is basically he has rook and 2 pieces for my queen, basically, kind of thing. But I think my position is pretty strong here. Bishop f3 and then just g4. And the biggest problem here is that he has to sack like a piece, basically, eventually. There's no way for him to stop my pawn chain, because once he lets us play g4, g5, he just loses without sacking on d5. So he's gonna have to sack eventually. So I'm just gonna wait for him to do like rook d8, or I guess rook e8 too, I guess, and then just g4, I guess, and then just I guess see what he does now. I mean, I don't know what he could do at this point. So yeah, that move and g5, I think, is pretty strong, and e5 is coming as well. Like, oh, it's pretty tough here for him. I think e5 is pretty strong, because even if he like takes it, like, yeah. So I just play d6 here. So he has to sack this guy, I think. I mean, I can play with d1, but it doesn't really do as much. So I'm just gonna make him sack here. So yeah, this is basically what he wants to do. He has to sack this guy, and then hopefully he get enough counterplay. I should be okay here, but I should be a bit careful, mainly because I'm low on time, and also because stuff like that can happen, which is also not good. Yeah, to take it, unfortunately. So I kind of just blundered there. Just to go up, and then I'll go here. I'll go here. Yeah, so, you know, just your everyday kind of stuff here. Just gonna go here, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. Okay, unfortunately I think I'm lost actually at this point. But I'm gonna try to not be lost, maybe. But I think I'm lost. But anyways, as you can see, like, my position is pretty much winning. I just kind of blundered a couple times there, so that was unfortunate. But I'm fast enough here, I think. Just basically just keep the pin. Easy. Alright, so yeah, unfortunately I had to resort to flagging like a dirty bastard I am, but that's kind of how it works. Yeah, I'll play another game here. I think I'll play some more. I think this. I think you should take. Yeah, so I think he took with the wrong piece there on d5. Like he was much worse. You know, sometimes temp trouble and that kind of thing. So yeah, he didn't see it. I'll play him pool again. Maybe I'll get him again. Yeah, so I played a bit of Blitz games actually before. So if you look at my thing, I played a bit last week because I wanted to get back into the groove and stuff. So I played a few games. I didn't really play. What the f is this shit? Are you serious? Like, how do I get 1800 when I'm like 24? Like, what was this? Okay, anyways, did he say anything? Yeah, he didn't say anything else. Okay, so yeah, I guess I'm just gonna play some chess and stuff and just see what happens. The knight f6. Usually I do knight f6 first, but it doesn't matter too much. I guess like the only thing that it would really make a difference is if he plays f3 when playing knight f6, or he plays like I mean, yeah, I think that's the only move you. Or yeah, I think that's the only move you would do actually. So that's the only difference really. So that's like the only difference that would happen. Otherwise, it's like the same thing. So it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah. So basically, this line I'm playing here is kind of a different type of Nightdwarf. It's probably the most famous one because Garry Kasparov played this line before. Against like this most famous game was against Sergei Movshezhin. I can't pronounce his name. And anyways, the game was practically speaking like won by move 12 because Garry Kasparov, like Movshezhin allowed him to sack on c3, which is terrible. And like you just lost. So if you play queen f2 here, I'm just sack on c3, which is just like terrible for like this is even worse because like who the hell plays b3, like, because now it's a huge problem now because this knight's very, very weak. And one of the major problems here is that he plays knight e2 in these cases. Okay. Huh. I did not see that coming, that's for sure. That is definitely like, I was gonna say if he plays knight f3, I was gonna sack on e2, e4 or something. But he sacks first, which is kind of actually ruthless at this point. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do anything about this. I just don't see what I can do about this. This is actually kind of rough. So okay, so I'm gonna go back and hopefully he doesn't like win. But we'll see, I guess. So yeah, he's gonna take on d6, I think, and probably like I mean, I don't know. I'll take this guy back, I guess. And if he takes it, I think I take it back. But I could knight d7, be cute. But I think that my king is actually probably more of a dangerous spot than his. So I'll go here and go knight d7 because he still has. I mean, he has some development issues, I guess, but not really that much because he can play bishop e2 here, which is pretty easy, I think, for him to play. And I could castle, but I only want castle, and he does that move instead. So this is a really, really aggressive move by him because the thing is I can stop this, but it's not really that easy to do. And king 7 is actually kind of bad, but we'll see why. I think like okay, I'm basically tempting him. Okay, he didn't do that move. So I was tempting him to play something else, but he didn't play a move, so it was fine, I guess. So I can play rook d8 here. If he plays bishop f4 or something, I can always try this sack on e4, which I think is pretty good here because I want to force the exchange. I can play bishop c6 as well, but I don't think it's as good. So I think this is much, much better just because I'm able to force in the exchanges. Especially this exchange because I really, really want to get the rooks off the board for him because if it's just this material here, 3 pawns for like a piece is actually really, really good for white. So this is not a really good line for black to play in this position. And the only reason I went for this was because I wasn't really familiar with some of the ideas here, and I was just like, B3? What's B3? What is this bullshit? So I just didn't really expect him to do that move. So yeah, he saw what I guess he thought was pretty dangerous, so he just went back. But now the thing is, I think I can just play knight c6 and that'll be fine, because he doesn't really have any type of major like threats here anymore, and I think I can almost try to win this game now. Like before, it was definitely worse because the opening was just it was kind of rough. But now I think it's better, because unless he can kind of get his bishop to like a3 or something and use a pin and stuff, I should be okay. But only because my bishop here on e4 is very strong, and okay, so he goes there, and there's a few options here that I can play. I don't really want to play like e5 or anything. I want to kind of get my bishop out of the way, but I can't really do that. I would like to play rook b8, I think. Rook b8 is probably a pretty good move here, because I want to get this guy off the board. Yeah, rook b8. Basically, if I force bishop a4, it's not that bad, because I can play knight b6 here. If he takes here, I can take this guy first. No, sorry, takes this. No, sorry. Yeah, so that doesn't work quite yet. That doesn't quite work. I kind of was miscalculating some stuff here. So yeah, he does that move, and unfortunately at this point, I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing here, but I'm just hoping that the rook b7, because I want to get my rook at least here, I guess. Like, I'm not sure how I should get my rooks here, or like I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do here. Actually, I'm like really confused, because I usually don't get these kind of positions. I play differently, so I never really get these positions at all. But it's interesting though, and I don't really don't want to lose to 1800, so I'm gonna try my best from here on out. So I'm gonna put my rooks here. My bishop's at e4. I'll play knight e7 at some point, I think, or knight e7 like later on. I'm not even sure when I can play knight e7. It's pretty bad. This bishop's pretty strong actually. This is a pretty strong bishop. So maybe I should play bishop c6 first and just get rid of this bishop. But I really don't want to trade pieces. And now that he plays this move, I mean, basically like I have to find a way to stack on b5 eventually. And I can't do it now because he has like lots of like threats and stuff. But I can't like wait forever either, because you know I'm just lost. That happens. So let's see here. I mean, I think I'm like lost here. I think I'm like pretty much lost. I mean, I could try for like stuff like this, which is cool, I guess. But like, if I take here, it takes here. I take here, he goes like king here, like and then somewhere else, and I'm still lost. I think. I think I just play f6 or something. Just like hopefully just like wait. I mean, it gets at least get my king out of the way somehow. Yeah. So this is bad. So I guess I'm gonna wait and see what happens here. I mean, I don't know. He could do like there's so many moves he can play here at this point. I just want to play like knight f8 or something. Just get my knight out of the way. So I should do some sacks. This is pretty close though. But I'm probably like lost, I would say. Like I think I'm pretty lost. I think I just made some mistakes here. I definitely want to take a look at the game afterwards, because you know that's pretty much the best way to learn. Is that when you're making like some really terrible moves, you look at the games afterwards, kind of analyze your games, and just find out exactly what you did wrong. For example, in this game, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I guess he wants to do this move. Okay, I guess I go here. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm like a bit confused here actually. I'm really confused. What the hell's going on here? Like I'm really super confused here right now. I think he like missed something, because I think maybe he thought rook e1 wins a piece or something, but it doesn't. So I'm just up a piece at this point, up a rook. So I guess he is 800 then, because he did just lose a piece here. It looks like. I mean, I think I just go like up or something. I think I go up here. I go up. I'm forced to play c5 and go king e7, just hide and just knight takes a7 next move, and that's should be game. Just have to basically play fast now, give myself new proper posture, just take some stuff. So I'm pretty lucky, I would say, because I don't think I deserve to win this game at all. But you know, sometimes you have not very strong opponents, and as always, people they blunder, so it's very natural for this to happen. People blunder all the time, so definitely not something that's completely unusual. I think I just take this guy, I believe. I just take it. I don't see anything else I can do at this point. Just take it. Like he can't go there. Like he just goes here, just go here. Doesn't really matter. And then just go here. And then I mean at this point he can try and flag, but I mean it's over. He's gonna play like C6 or something. C6 now, maybe? I mean I'm just gonna take it. Yeah, so like I mean you can't really flag me at this point. I'm just gonna push my pawns, push my pawns, push my pawns, push my pawns, queen. I think I just like check. I mean, I don't even know. Like I don't know why he keeps playing out here. Yeah, he should just resign. I have like 15 seconds left. Come on. Okay, so that was actually pretty close. I think I've just played poorly in that game because he shouldn't have gotten all those chances. Especially if he plays b3 and stuff and g5. G5 is not very good either. Because like basically at this point you don't really play g5. You just play like I think you play bishop e3 or something. You don't really have to play g5 at this point because I'm gonna boom a knight to d7 anyways. I think we have two as a main move. We have two, knight d7, knight bishop d3, rook c8, and knight c2. That's usually the best continuation for white, and I think position is roughly equal. White might be a bit better, just like in all the normal games, but for the most part, that's what you gotta do. If you play this move, it's just too slow. You can't play queen f2 now. So like when this happens, like I'm sure that b4 is just good here. Like b4, knight c2, knight c4, and just take this bishop. It's super strong, I'm sure. But I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go here, whatever. And then, yeah, I think this is a blunder. I think knight takes b4 is very strong. I think a very strong move. And then he just kind of made some bad moves, and then I made some bad moves, and he made some worse moves. That was game. So thank you for watching these two interesting games, I guess. And I hope to see you guys next time, I guess. I'm gonna just see who this guy is. Dr. Steel Hammer. Okay. Alright, so thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. I will be making more, like, longer videos, but, like, not as often, I guess.